Now what I do is, I use the same thing. I select everything. I do one. Okay, so this is my Q1. I want to calculate Q2. Okay, it keeps on changing because I have not. Sorry, just a second. My bad. Yeah. So 36 is a Q1. 1, 2, 5. Let's see. So if there are any special causes in this data, I'll come to know in a fraction of a second. Let's see how. So which means my median is 55. That is my 50%. Okay. So my minimum value is 24, and my maximum value is
100.
Is it 119? Yeah, because I have not arranged
It's
it
100.
yet. Yeah, so it's 100. Yeah.
100.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it tells me. Okay. So it clearly tells me. So the likewise I explained you how to look at it. Minimum Q1, Q2. It gives me a range sort of. Okay. So 24 to 36. Yeah. Where has the values? Okay. Something has happened. Yeah, because it is not from the top, so give me a second. Okay. Now if I want to,
You need to select continue with the current selection.
Yeah.
Just select the data. Continue with the.
okay. So 24 to 36 and 36. So it is 37. So likewise, so 37 to 55. Okay. And then 55. 57.
To 80.
57 to 80. So it is 81 to. You will never be doing these kind of manual calculations ever because there are powerful tools like Minitab available which would help you to do it in a fraction of seconds. 81 to 100. Okay, so this is Q1, this is Q2, Q3, and Q4. So this is a range that that's been given to me. Okay, so from there I would select that which of these has an impact which I need to focus on. So likewise, if you have humongous data, it is not necessary that that data should be divided by 4 to get equal quarters every time. Remember, this is not dividing the number of data points only. It is looking at the middle value of that data given set to calculate which is the Q1, which is the Q2, Q3, and so on. So that's how we'll be able to see which particular quartile needs to focus on. And there is a tool called box plot. I'm not sure whether you have heard of it or not.
Yeah.
So there's a tool. Yeah, this is a tool, boxplot, which works on quartiles, interquartile range also. When we will do that exercise, you will be able to do it with the help of the visual management, that how does it look like, that which bucket needs to be focused on. So since we are doing it basic stats only, we only have the data here. We are not doing any kind of visual representation, but that tool will gives you more uniformity to which look at. The intent of doing this exercise today, when we do those tools, you'll be able to relate that what is the meaning of quartile, what is the meaning of standard deviation, what is the meaning of variance, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we are done with what we wanted to cover today. So we have done up till basic stats, and now in the next class we're going to start with the 5-step methodology in detail. So we have covered that part. So we are on time, but still, if anybody has any question, any suggestions, any feedback, I'll be more than happy to take in the next 2-3 minutes.
Simurpit, Rahul this side. Just the one question I had at the very start when we get parked, right? So can we opt for the certification through the examination, as well as we can work on a project wherein we can.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, I think it's a time to answer that question. So what he asked is that he wants to go for both the certifications together, exam as well as the project certification. This training would last for 7 weeks. Okay, maybe not 7 weeks. 7 classes are there, 28 hours training. We might not or might be able to do that project in that speed, but given a fact, if you have more time, maybe 1 month more time, then probably you'd be able to do that project. But yes, you can start working on it simultaneously. You can pick up a project, start working on it, and reach to a certain level, and maybe after completion of your test, once you are trained, maybe after a week's time, maybe after 2, 3 or 4 weeks time, or whenever you complete. So it's up to you how you'd be able to complete the project. I would be looking at the project completion. I would be asking certain questions on how we identify the project and so on and so forth, which we will discuss in detail. But just to answer to your question, it is possible, but the criteria is the project has to be completed.
Simurpit, just a additional question there. When you say the project has to be completed, will it be a project based on live data, or would you give us some things like a case study or a sample data on which we can
right, to work upon? Right.
It is both actually. In terms of a certification, we might ask you to pick a project of your choice from your respective organization wherein you want to complete. Or second, we give you a dummy kind of a project wherein we want to look at whether for that particular opportunity we'll give you enough data also, whether you'll be able to use all the opportunities which are required to complete a project. So we'll give you that opportunity also. Yeah, but that would also take certain time, because you may start with the project in the maybe analyze phase, but you would require certain more time. That's why I said you can start both of them together. You can reach to that milestone, but completing both at the same time is not possible.
Okay. So Simar, I might be repetitive. Just one more question, right?
Yeah.
For example, just as you stated that we'll have 7 sessions, right? So after 7 sessions, I have a free hand that I can appear for the examination, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm able to clear that test, I'll get black belt certified from Henry Harvey, correct?
Black belt certified, yeah.
Right. So what would be the difference in both, right? Having doing a project, right, and getting the certification through the test?
The answer is confidence. If you get certified through a project, because why would somebody be going for a black belt training if he is not doing any project? You will get a certification, but if you want to move up to the ladder, if you want to get a success, if you want to add it to your profile, everybody looks for a project. Yeah.
Right.
So therefore, you can get a certification of the training that you've attended, but you will not be called as a Six Sigma project certified. So I would look at the project also. If I am the decision maker, if I have 2 people in front of me and one is only the exam trained and one is the project certified, because project may requires a lot of rigor, a lot of change management, a lot of analysis, a lot of brainstorming. A person has to do a lot of stuff. This shows ability that this person has got something here. So that's why project is required. That's the only reason.
Okay.
That's why people
Okay.
look up to that person.
And to the second point, for example, we get the exam done, right? I do take the exam and I'm certified, right? So is it that once the certification is done, right, I can start, you give me a, for example, you give me a double project and I start working on it, right? So is there a timeline by when, because the sessions would be over, right? We will
Yes.
not be interacting that much. So I would be starting working on that project and say I take around 2 months to get that done, right? Or a month to get that done. So will you be probably can I reach out to you for any assistance in between?
Yeah.
Or right, I can, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And then probably once, so is there a time frame after the sessions get completed and I'm certified that I have to get the project done in that particular time frame?
Yes,
Or probably
within at least we need to give a time of 1 month at least, so that we understand that the concepts are understood, and then the person would be able to use those tools and techniques in his daily life. So that's why we give a certain time, because black belt certification takes certain time to get completed. So because the project also takes, if you do a live project, it takes 6 weeks or 6 months to get completed, 6 to 7 months.
right.
It
Right.
requires a lot of rigorous
Correct.
mechanism. But yes, I'm really happy that all of you are very, very aspiring, wants to learn things, wants to do projects, not only focus on the exam, because majority of the people looks for the exam only, ki yaar sirf certification aa jaye. But yes,
It
but
has to be the
if you take,
practical knowledge.
yeah, otherwise you can
Right.
learn,
Otherwise, no,
you
right?
can
I
just,
can just see the videos and just work on this, right?
yeah,
More of I
absolutely.
want to gain the practical knowledge, just as
Yes,
I've done
Rahul.
for the green belt. I
Yes,
worked on a
absolutely.
project. Similarly, I want to work on a project, just as you mentioned the confidence thing, right? Whenever I'm able to present myself in front of anyone that I'm a black
Yeah.
belt certified, I should have worked to a live project to be confident enough to answer those questions.
Great. Yes. In an interview also, in an IJP also, in anywhere you go, it is not only nowadays the quality people, people who are part of quality team are doing black belts. Black belts can be found anywhere. Yeah, it is just a problem solving approach that you're driving. So it is required. That's why it is required in each and every function. So I would recommend everybody to go for a project.
And Simba, by when, if I do opt that you give us a project, right, a dummy project. So by when, probably by this session, maybe second, third, or fourth session, that would be
So
happening, or it would be by the end of the session.
we would not be discussing anything related to the projects in the training.
Right.
That's a separate
Right.
kind of a mentoring that if you want to go for, that you would do,
Right.
because we have a limited time. But yes, you can simultaneously start working on it, and
Okay.
if need assistance, can be discussed
Right.
outside the training.
Sure. Point
Perfect.
taken.
Yeah.
Point
Yeah.
taken.
Yeah. So any feedback, anything for today's session? You liked it, you disliked it, you're okay.
Absolutely.
It was informative for me.
Thank you. Yeah,
It's
it was great.
It's very good.
very informative. And probably I would say we have a good lot of people, right? Everyone is
Yeah.
really have right knowledge for these sessions, and not just from you, Simar, even the interactive I would say discussions we had, the examples everyone shared, that
Yeah.
seems to be very helpful.
Very nice. Very good to hear that. Very good to hear that. So next time we'll meet at 7 p.m. The timing has changed,
Right.
and
Right.
we will make them. So
28th,
it is.
right?
It's on 28th. Yeah, next Sunday. All right. Thank you everyone for your time.
And Simarpreet,
Okay.
can you share your number?
And Simarpreet, one thing just want to know, whatever things happened today, could you please send me those presentation as well as the workout what you have done, because I don't have much. So
The presentation as what did you ask for? Presentation as well as the
and
exercise
the Excel
files.
what we have worked out, no?
Yeah. Sure. I'll send it to. Share it with all of you.
And please share your number, Simarpreet.
Sure. I will share it in the email. I would say share.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks
All
a lot.
right. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Good
Looking
night.
forward to meet you all.
Good night.
Yeah.
Same here.
Bye.
Thank you, Simarpreet.
Thank you. Bye bye.